Work, 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 work.
And when a drunk patient in the ER calls her a bitch. So Emma stops dating Paul. She's dating David now. But Paul keeps getting drunk and calling Emma up and telling her that he loves her and sometimes that he hates her. And so David, wait a second. David starts watching over Emma's apartment. Every night after they go on a date, the handsome FBI agent sits outside in his car and watches over her while she sleeps. It's very romantic. David doesn't know that Emma knows this, and she doesn't tell him. But you know, it does help her sleep at night. She feels safe. So, one night, after they go out for ice cream, Paul calls, says he wants to come over. And Emma tells him to come, thinking that David will scare Paul off, and that will be that. But when Paul turns up, David waits in the car. And when Emma goes to answer the door, Paul pushes his way in. He argues with her and he cries and he rants and he raves. And Emma gives him a hug because she's a nurse and that's what nurses do when men cry. And that's when David gets out of his car and comes into the apartment with his pistol drawn. And when he opens the door and he sees Paul and Emma, he doesn't look handsome anymore. He looks angry. Paul steps back and he looks scared. And Emma looks scared too. And David fires his pistol and he shoots Paul in the lung. It takes Paul about 10 minutes to die. Emma could have helped stop the bleeding and maybe he could have lived, but David tells her not to. It was unlikely that Paul would have made it. And sometimes David points out it's better just to let the bad guys die. After watching a guy bleed out together, they get married. That helps make things make sense. Even so, Emma is sure that she'll be scared of David forever and ever. You waited because you wanted to save me. You wanted to be a fucking knight in shining armor. You look so small on the screen. you, David. But I'm not scared of you anymore. Goodbye.
She says she wants to be a singer. She likes to think she's special. But she's just a kid from Detroit. Yeah. Snow White is in the cottage.
But I hear Florida's nice, though. Okay. Good night, worm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's Florida? No. Okay.
Ma, I told you I had to take a break with those. I need to make a little bit more cash. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Mom, you don't need to teach David about systemic racism.
No, ma'am. But that's a shame. I mean, I used to live in Detroit, but you know, it's a lot different back then. And now I'm lived in LA recently, so I know a thing or two about corrupt cops. Yeah, Hollywood. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, it's nice to meet you too, guys. Well, I'm between jobs at the moment, but you know, I got some money put away, so you know, I'm making a plan.
He has a boat.
Well, the boat is more of a hobby, but I like to work on it, so you know. Well, I don't know if I'm that, so because you know, I wouldn't want to change a thing about it. You know, it's her spirit that is precisely what attracted me to her. I know she
Mom.
is. Yeah. Are you blushing?
Anyway,
You're blushing.
we have to go.
We don't have to go
Okay,
anywhere.
we gotta go.
We have nothing to
We're gonna
do.
wrap this up. I love you so much. Big day. Thank you, Mom. I love you.
Nice to meet you guys. Bye.
I mean, the fucking FBI raided us all. The organizing group is gone. And they were asking about you. Oh, Eric didn't run. They made it out like he was the leader of some terrorist cell. He spent 2 weeks in jail. That fight is over. You disappeared, David. You should stay disappeared. I don't want you here. And we don't need you.
Davy. Someone did a number on your face? Of course, I'll never stop you from telling me about yourself. I find you fascinating. Sucks for you. Have you mentioned his girlfriend before? Okay. I am doing great. Thank you for asking. The weather is a bit colder, so men are spending more time in front of the computers, and I'm a bit tired. Pretending to calm is hard work. Hmm? I put nothing out there. Come on, Davy, there is this. And then there is this. What goes inside here? Okay, this is my body. In a costume, on this silly bed, streaming through this camera. You go on the streets and you put yourself on the line. You put your life on the line in a way I have never done. So if I turn this camera off, I walk out this room, that's me. None of these men even know my real name. Now, would I lie to a federal agent? Now you're going to bug me about my real name. I tell you a true story. I used to work in real estate. I would take a man to look around apartments. I'd go into these places on my own, knowing at any moment they could jump me. I'd take my heels off at the entrance, and I would make sure that it was in a sexy way. And then when we would get to the bedroom, I would sit on the bed with the garters and a short skirt. You know what I was doing? I was selling him a fantasy. No contract, no safety. I felt I gave more of myself selling apartments to men than I do here. No. Here, in New York. Before I started camming, there was a girl who put me on it. It was a model we used for bedroom video shoots. She told me how much she earned doing cam work, and I was intrigued. She was a brunette and tall, like your police station vampire. You would have liked her. Careful, Davy. That sounded like an admission. Shouldn't you have your lawyer present, or? I promise. We get to know each other better, I tell you. I'll give you my real name. Be safe out there. You are one of the good guys. Hey, Davy. It's my new look. Just in time for Valentine's Day. It's the busiest week of the year. New girls get all the traffic, so it's a new me, a new name, a new look. I'm athletic and sporty. This one plays a little too young for my taste. See, I add blonde to my tags and 100 guys show up asking me to call him daddy. Oh, I am no longer French. If it helps, my mother was French. Most of it is her story. I inherited and put it to use. There is no loyalty in this business. You all like fresh meat. And you don't tip enough to be a regular. Don't be mad, David. I mean, we're still here, talking. I like hanging out with you. But there is a limit to how deep we go on here. I'm behind this glass right here. Do you see that? And this is fantasy land. Anyway, you are a good guy. I actually like you. Can we start over? How was your day, honey? Don't be angry. Sound mad. Well, tell me about it. You gonna arrest him? One less creep in the world to start. You told me this so I could talk you down. Well, why not do both? Beat his ass, and then put him behind bars. Or option C, we play around for a bit and relax. No, you really want to be a regular. We need to consummate this thing, Davy. Hi, Davy. I thought you didn't like it. I got your present. It was so generous and unexpected. Most guys, they buy stuff off my wish list, but you surprised me. Yes. Wait here. Redheads make all the cash. They're the only minority who can charge more. It's good quality. You know you've got a second career doing makeovers if this spy stuff doesn't work out for you. So, how'd it go with the creep? He's sleeping with the fishes now. And I'm guessing whatever you did, you got away with it. I promise.